Hey guys, Rachele here with Amethyst Ascension. If you are new here, welcome. And if you are returning, thank you so much for joining me again. So today I have a little special treat. This is a prequel, I would say, or a, what do you call it? Like a showing before a Kickstarter, okay? This is just a little, the majors. I guess I should just get on with it because I'm having difficulty finding my words this morning. So it is the Chibi Tarot or Chibi Tarot. I'm not exactly sure how he pronounces it. So Mustafa from Baroque Publishing reached out, a month ago, 2 months ago, I can't remember for sure, but asking me whether or not I wanted to show the Chibi Tarot or Chibi Tarot on my channel, just the major arcana, like a sneak peek before the Kickstarter, which starts on September 17th. And I will put down below a link to the pre-launch page, which he's already got stuff on there. It's more than just a simple page. He's put more stuff on there. So I want to say something here too about Kickstarters, because recently I've had some discussions on my channel in the comment section about, you know, being cautious about backing things on Kickstarter. And unfortunately, that is the case. We do have to be mindful of what we back on Kickstarter. And for me, one of the things for me with Kickstarters is whether or not the person has backed other things on Kickstarter and whether or not they have had any previous campaigns and whether or not they were successful. How did they run it? What was the communication like? And in this situation, Mustafa, he has backed like 130 or so different projects, which that to me in itself shows that he is also committed to, you know, helping other people get their items up off of the, you know, helping kickstart those things. And that to me is an honorable thing. And I like backing and supporting people that are also very supportive in nature. And he is also, this will be his third Kickstarter now. And the other two were successful. And I backed the other two, and they were both smooth. The communication was always top notch. So as far as I feel like the kind of risk that is involved in taking Kickstarter really is a much lower risk when you have people like this, okay? Companies like this. And so the first thing that I remember that they did was the Baroque Tarot. And I love this, right? So then they came with the Naked Truth. And I am in love with this Naked Truth Tarot. As a matter of fact, I just did a giveaway for somebody for a Naked Truth and the beautiful spread cloth that also came with it, the tarot cloth. So another reason I want to pull this out is because this is the same cardstock as this. This is really thin because it's only the 22 cards, okay? But I want to show you because I absolutely love, because in all transparency, I just want to tell you that I contacted Mustafa after I got this. Well, he contacted me, and then I replied, is this the cardstock that you're going with? Because I want to make sure that I know, you know, before I recommend to anybody. Because it felt kind of thin to me. And he said, yes, but it's the same that was in the Naked Truth, and the new Baroque Tarot is coming out in this. And let me just say, when you're talking about all 78 cards, ooh, one of the things that I loved so much about this particular deck was its cardstock. So if you're one of the people that also got this pre-launch deck, Major Arcana, and you were wondering the same thing, wait until you get the full thing in, you know, the full 78 cards. I think that is going to make the difference because I adore this cardstock. Absolutely adore it. It is among my favorite cardstock. And I just love this deck so much. So that's another thing about knowing whether or not, you know, it's a deck that you want to back, is seeing the quality of the previous Kickstarters that they've done or previous decks that they've made if they are already creators. So he did say that there are some things that might change as of the back, but let me tell you, I adore this back. Now, this is not a typical deck like you will see in my collection. So I do not have a whole lot of stuff to go with it. I pulled a few things out that I think might go with it. We'll see. You can help be the judge of that. But when he asked whether or not I wanted to show this, as soon as I seen it, I was like, oh my goodness, yes. Because even my tarot readings are telling me I need to start having more fun. I've talked about having more fun with my decks, right? But I don't have a lot of cutesy little decks. And a lot of them I don't really care for, if I'm being honest. But this one was different. Wait till you see it. Okay, so enough with that. Let me show you the deck. And keep in mind, this is the Major Arcana only. And another question that came up in the newsletter, and I suggest getting on the newsletter because they are coming out with Kickstarter after Kickstarter of awesome decks. Absolutely beautiful decks. And they listen. They take the feedback and they change the decks. So that is another sign of somebody that is a quality Kickstarter campaign person. I don't know the right words, but okay, so one of the questions that was asked was whether or not the pips, because nobody, or the minors, whether or not they were going to be pips or whether or not they were going to be illustrated, because we're getting these, right? We're just getting the Major Arcana just for the pre-launch so that people can see them beforehand. They are going to be fully illustrated, okay? So there's the Fool. Is she the cutest ever? Oh my gosh. Look at that magician. I even love the little ribbon down below with the names on them. This is just, I mean, and the symbolism, the RWS symbolism, it's all there. It's just done so cutely. Look at those eyes. I mean, really? There's the High Priestess. Oh my goodness gracious. She is fabulous. The Empress. This is linen. And I think he said it's like a 330. He did say that he was possibly thinking, depending on the feedback that he continues to get, whether or not he would change the cardstock to a little bit thicker. But I told him, once he told me that it was the same as the Naked Truth, don't change anything because it is perfect. Once you have the whole deck, it's perfect. This gilding, not sharp at all. Easy to work with. The same with the Naked Truth. These are quality decks. The Empress. Oh, look at that gorgeous Emperor. I love it. The Hierophant. Oh my gosh. The Lovers. The Chariot. So stinking cute. Oh my gosh. Strength. I love the colors of this deck so much. I tell you, if you're having a rough day and you need to really do some tarot or do some introspection or even like shadow work. I could see even doing shadow work with something like this because it kind of lightens it. At the same time, listen, tarot is tarot is tarot. You can get as deep as you want with any deck, okay? But it's almost, it's like it's easier to swallow when it comes with, you know, images like this, right? How cute. Oh my gosh. I can't help it. I just got an instant grin on my face. This is coming with a guidebook and everything. It's all on the pre-launch page for Kickstarter. Like I said, I will put that down below. I would love to hear your comments. What do you think about this? Is it not so friggin' cute? Oh my gosh. And the colors, the color usage, everything. I love the different colored hair, the different skin tones. I love it. I love this whole bit here. That just keeps it like super fun to me. Almost feels superhero-y kind of to me. Like these kids are like superheroes or like the Rugrats. Makes me think of the Rugrats. I was never one for the animated stuff too much either, but I loved the Rugrats. When my kids were little, that's what they loved. I remember Rugrats in Paris. Who was it? Was it Tommy Pickles? He says, hold on to your diapers, babies. We're going in. Do you remember that? And Angelica. So that is, and see, I love these bags. I think these bags are perfect. And of course, they're reversible. I love them. What do you guys think of the backs? Everything. I would really love your feedback because any feedback that you give, I can also pass over to Mustafa so that they can make any kind of changes. They, you know, they value the feedback because they want to make this something that people want to use. And that's a good thing to know, you know? So there you have it. Oh my goodness. Let me shuffle these. I am just literally not good at shuffling just a small amount, right? It works, clearly, but even though it's it's not super thin, but it's very flexible. On a small deck, it feels super flexible, but on a 78 card deck, it feels perfection, okay? Especially if you have smaller hands or if you have arthritic hands. And the older that we get, especially when you're a card slinger or you're somebody that is a painter or somebody that has used their hands their whole life, arthritis starts to, you know, sink in there. So this cardstock to me is highly beneficial. So I wanted to show you a couple that I thought might go. So this is the Guides of the Hidden Realms Oracle. The Burden of Choice with the Magician and the Chariot. Choosing higher ground, consequences, unconscious choice. Oh, unconscious choice making. The Burden of Choice. See, I do think that this artwork will go. See, I do. Look at that. The Lover's Strength with a way out of the weeds. Begin with faith in spring and the devil and the empress. That's good. That is good. And frozen for a time. Oh, how perfect, right? And the Hanged Man and the Hierophant. Non-action slows down, not yet. Perfect, right? So think about, what are you learning in this lesson? No, I'm not going to do it. I think it's perfect. Let's go to a different deck and see what we think. A different pair. Okay, and here's another one. This is the Soul Trees Ascension deck. I just thought it was colorful, but there's like no people in it, so you're not getting different kinds of animation and stuff for as far as people go. I thought it might work. We've got the Emperor and the world with playfulness. Maybe your world will be expanded when you plan and structure play in it. Yeah. Well, see, there I go again. I'm doomed. I'm doomed to keep on doing it. So we've got Wheel of Fortune with the Hermit and Cleanse. Cleanse that palette. Yes. See, I think this would work. I really do. Brings a whole other new dimension to this. We've got Death, Becoming, the Fool. Ooh, like Death and Rebirth. What are you becoming in the next one? Kind of thing. Oh, what do we got here? Get out of there. Sorry, I'm shooing a fly away. Justice, the Star, and Community. Beautiful. Let's look at another one. Okay, so another one I thought of was the Sacred Creators Oracle. We've got the Star, Justice, and I think I already did those, but we're going to just roll with it. With Bliss is Worth Creating. From, for, from. Exactly. Yes. Feed your artist with the moon and the sun. Oh, isn't that beautiful? I love that. It's almost like feed both of your polarities, like your masculine and your feminine, with creativity, right? So, external validation with Temperance and the Tower. Oh, wow, that's really good too. Finding a happy balance between healthy validation and the needing of that validation in order to know your own worth, right? Yes. That's good. High Priestess and Judgment. Creator Earth. So in all this, remember to stay grounded, right? Manifesting and doing. That's perfect. Manifest your world, right? Yes. Okay, okay, I'll do one more. This deck clearly works. But this deck works with so much because I love it so much. Follow through with the Emperor and the Chariot. Oh my gosh. Is this a synchronicity? I mean, this is perfect. Did we just become best friends? Perfect. And the last one that I wanted to try pairing it with is the Prism Oracle. So we've got Wheel of Fortune with the Lovers and Trust. Yes. He loves it. We've got Rest with Strength and Hermit. Love it. We've got the Fool and the Devil with Hunger. Oh my goodness. That works really good too. Anger with the Emperor and Death. Or the Empress. Yeah, because, I mean, let's face it. Mother Nature or the Empress or, I mean, you see obviously the good side of all of it, but There is also, I mean, we see the bad in it too, right? It's not the bad. It's just that is the nature of nature itself. It can be brutal or it can be beautiful. You know, we've got tornadoes, we've got hurricanes, and what is that? Is that growth pains? You know, volcanoes, and that is the destructive nature of nature, rebirth, right? So that's perfect. And we'll do the 2 cards left. The Hierophant and the Hanged Man. So what do you learn through... I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. There you go, guys. That was the Chibi Tarot. It is going to be starting on Kickstarter on the 17th of September. You get a free, super cute spread cloth if you join the Kickstarter within the first 48 hours. So if this is something that you're interested in, and keep in mind, just because I did not show the minor arcana, it is going to be fully illustrated, okay? So if you are interested in this artwork and the cuteness of this, still wrapped in all of the RWS symbology or symbolism, be sure to get on that launch page and get into it right away, because imagine doing this on the cutest. When you go there, you'll see it, he's got the spread already on there. So I hope you have enjoyed this. Please leave me a comment down below. Tell me what you thought of this. And I am sending you love always.